Oh boy, I, a young male who likes attractive female streamers, who is also a socialist, sure do love my favorite female socialist Twitch streamer, Neekolul.
Jeff Bezos out there eating an $1,000 steak in his $1 trillion mansion. And then what are you doing? What are we doing? Eating a cup noodle. All right, we got it exactly. We gotta eat the rich, exactly.
Yeah, look, she's just one of us, guys. Wait, what's this? She has a $2 million apartment. What's more, she flaunts her wealth regularly? Wait, she lives in a state where taxes are extremely low? Her beliefs are mostly performative. I'm not surprised at all, actually, because most e-celebs are full of shit. Hello, freaks, and welcome back to another video. Let's get right into it. Socialism. It's the political ideology which, right now, it's cool to be. Women. Since Eve bit the apple, they have plagued us with their tits. And, I don't know, Instagram, Chipotle. You put them together, and you get, apparently, every female Twitch streamer as of late. Neekolul is a streamer who, prior to 2020, basically no one had heard of. I definitely hadn't. She wasn't on the map at all. Prior to that, she had been streaming since 2017, but to no success. Until one day, she posted a very important video to her Twitter, which made its way around TikTok and Instagram and everywhere really. For like a week, it was fucking inescapable.
Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer.
I'm sure you all remember the OK Boomer video of her dancing in her Bernie shirt, blowing up everywhere. A lot of people really liked it. And if you think about it, I can see why it blew up so much when it did. Firstly, you've got a cute girl dancing and shaking her tits around, so, you know, that's the big one, right? But less in the forefront of that, the Bernie thing was also a big deal, right? This came out when the election was at its height, and all of BreadTube was encouraging their fans to vote for Bernie. A lot of socialists on Twitter were very active. A lot of influencers were saying, you know, vote for Bernie. And that makes sense, you know, I'm not trying to knock them for that. They wanted their candidate to win, you know, they made videos about politics. I really don't give a shit. It makes sense. And as a result, this video that Nico posted was sort of a perfect video for the zeitgeist at the time. She was basically Bernie's e-girl. And subsequently, this became a really big part of her brand. She would go on rants in her streams about how, you know, hey, I'm just one of you guys. I'm just a small individual myself who isn't wealthy, who supports Bernie, and I want to tax the rich just like you guys.
I just ate a cup noodle myself, but Jeff Bezos out there eating an $1,000 steak in his $1 trillion mansion. And then what are you doing? What are we doing? We're here on my stream eating a cup noodle. All right, we got it exactly. We gotta eat the rich, exactly.
And to this day, this is a big part of her brand. Her pinned tweet is the video of her dancing with the Bernie shirt on, and she's gotten a lot of rants similar to the clip I just showed you in her streams. But recently, she started getting some shit on Twitter. A lot of it. Which, of course, turned into a bunch of YouTube videos as well. On June 1st, she released a video onto YouTube titled $2 Million Apartment Tour, where she toured her, well, $2 million apartment, which is fucking huge, and it has a beautiful view outside on like a balcony, expensive amenities. It's got a bunch of different rooms. It's a really nice place, you know. I'm kind of happy for her, you know. Maybe we should congratulate her on her new apartment.
Okay, I just like to shop a lot. Okay, I like clothes. I like looking cute. Okay, so don't judge me, but this is my closet.
I don't know how she valued it at $2 million. That might have just been like clickbait for the title. I really don't know. She's definitely not saying that a month or even a year she pays $2 million. I can't imagine that. But, you know, it is a really fucking nice place. But naturally, you know, a lot of people responded to this by saying, hey, Nico, what the fuck? We thought you were one of us. We thought you were part of the proletariat, Nico. We thought you were one of us struggling at the bottom. What happened to tax the rich? I mean, you're living in a $2 million apartment. And then a few posts began resurfacing which contradict everything she said about socialism and taxing the rich. Get an actual job that pays minimum wage. I'm not gonna give handouts that they feel entitled to because they brought me one drink into my plate. Where do you work? So I can go there and not tip you because I'm not obligated to. Find a job that doesn't pay like shit. It's not the customer's problem. Hey, Home Depot isn't paying me minimum wage, so the customer better tip me because I walked them to where the hammers are. But the taxes? Oh well, we all pay them. Those don't look very good. They look really fucking bad, actually. They look downright fucking awful. But there are a few things to take into account here, really. Firstly, these are very old tweets, okay? They're from 2017, which is 4 years ago, so her stance could have changed a lot. As she became older, I'm sure she also got educated, right? I doubt she holds these opinions now. A lot can change in 4 years. we shouldn't just bash her for these, right? Neeko is someone who, in the past, has claimed to be, just one of the guys, one of the fellow socialists who is struggling and eating her cup of noodles, right? She doesn't like Jeff Bezos. She doesn't like the rich. She doesn't like the millionaires and the billionaires. She's fighting for us. She's gonna tax them. But at the same time, like, this girl is extremely rich. Like, there's nothing that anyone with no money will relate to this girl on because she has her fucking life made. She is currently raking in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. To anyone who's saying that she's not rich, you're fucking lying to yourself and everyone. She is in the 1%. Additionally, this apartment is in Texas. I don't know if you guys spend any time in, I think this may be one of the cringiest things I've ever said. Okay, so brace yourselves, okay? Influencer circles. But okay, among e-celebs, Texas is a popular place to move. For wealthy young people in general that are starting to make a lot of money, it's a great place to be. But why is that? Well, if you live in Texas, you're gonna pay less taxes. Texas is one of the few states in the US that has no income tax. There's also no property tax there. So I'd imagine moving there is pretty convenient for people who just started to make a fuck ton of money because, well, you lose less of it each year. You get to keep more of your money. It doesn't go to taxes. So not only is she pretending, but she's also paying less taxes than she would basically if she lived anywhere else. Like, she's not contributing some crazy amount to the populace, she's not helping out the little guy. She's just accumulating her wealth and fucking pooling it, which is fine. Like she should be able to do that, but it means I don't give a fuck about her opinion on capitalism and socialism. At the end of the day, does this make Neeko a terrible person? Is she an awful human being? Okay, is she fucking disgusting, despicable, detestable? Like, probably not, right? I think all it really does for me is echo a sentiment that I've been feeling for a while about a lot of influencers who push socialism to their audience, which is that, well, they may, kind of believe what they say. It may kind of be in their hearts. I'm not going to say they're making up their feelings completely. Like, it's mostly performative, okay? They don't really care, and this is mostly done to achieve mass appeal to their audience. Socialism is what it's cool to be right now. It's basically a social club on the internet. If you ascribe to the belief system, you automatically have a leg up on people who don't. If you come out as a socialist on Twitter, if you announce, hey guys, I support Bernie, you'll get a bunch of people in your reply spamming, oh, based! Yo guys, she's one of us, she's based! I think the reason why her YouTube video, where she showed off her massive apartment, was downvoted so heavily in the first place is because the reason why she had an audience, like, at all, it's mostly because of her fake tits, right? The reason why she got most of her audience, though, is through showing off her body and by being a socialist, by wearing the Bernie shirt, by saying tax the rich, and by pretending to be this very average person who was just like everyone else. She kind of fucked herself, and now that she wants to spend all of her time flaunting her wealth and her new car and her nice apartment, she gets shit for it. It makes sense, it adds up. This whole thing reeks of the very similar tweet that Pokimane made recently, where she said that capitalism rewards psychopathic behavior. I get that it's cool to criticize capitalism to your pals, but like really, this is all very cringe to me. Neeko can go off and, she can go off queen. She can criticize Bezos all she wants, but at the end of the day, she works for him. She's fucking owned by him, okay? She is Jeff Bezos' fucking bitch. Amazon owns Twitch. Jeff Bezos owns you. Pokimane also takes a fuck ton of sponsorships from companies that are all about capitalism. Companies that don't give a shit about their employees, but simply exist to make a profit. They take sponsorships with companies that they don't need. They sell products that their audience doesn't need from companies that exist solely to make money. And that's fine. Like, I don't give a shit. Or rather, I wouldn't. I think we should all be able to make as much money as we want. Make as much money as possible. Get your $2 million apartment. Buy Uber Eats every day. Collect all of your sealed Pokemon games. Secure the bag by any means necessary. Just don't come to me. Don't come to my fucking Twitter timeline and bitch about capitalism and how we need to tax the rich while we're at it, because I don't care about your opinion on it. It means nothing to me. You know how for Pride Month, like Bethesda and all these companies, these really big companies change their profile pictures to like gay pride shit? I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that, but I also like their opinion doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean shit to me. This is how I view these e-celebs, right? It's performative. They don't really care that much. They're just doing what they can to play the popularity game. And if they do want to be really annoying about something, like, could they at least pick something else? Like, for example, advocate for Pokemon Sword and Shield being great games. Okay, don't let the community shit on it. It's a beautiful game. It looks great. The art style for Diamond and Pearl remakes looks like shit, and Sword and Shield is the new model of how a Pokemon game should be. Advocate for that, because your opinion on socialism sure doesn't mean shit to me. Thanks for watching. I've been Tom Dark. That's my name, Tom Dark. That's the channel name. You're all gay and cringe and freaks. Bye.